Ahothacho. Once again, we come before you to give thanks. We give thanks this day for the blessings of these fish that we have gotten and that we have harvested and cut up to dry. We are so grateful that we are able to have some fish today to pass on the teachings to our young ones. We are grateful for this day and for the blessings. We also at this time want to ask you, Kahuthacho, if you could please send back to us the king salmon, who is not so plentiful at this time. We have honored and respected them in terms of not fishing this year, and we want them to be plentiful once again for our children. We are grateful that all First Nations and everyone has honored this great time in letting our king salmons become plentiful once again.
There's a lot of people in this town that have committed to not fishing, and as hard as it is on some people, the big thing that I think is making sure that not just my kids, everybody's kids will be able to see a healthy run of salmon where we can fish them and be sustainable and be smarter about it. I know that there's a lot of contributing factors, not just human consumption, that contribute to the declines. So, are we too late? I don't know. One of the things that upsets me most is people that think it's their inherent right to fish. And it's my kids' inherent right to fish too. If the stocks aren't healthy, then we have to sit back and take some time and see what happens. Maybe they won't rebound. We'll have to rely on chum the rest of our lives. But at least then I'll be teaching my kids how to fish.
Łuk Cho Äna. Łuk Cho Äna. Łuk Cho Äna.
At this camp, nowadays we have First Nation and non-First Nation children and youth coming to the camp and having a chance to witness and see the things that you need to know in order to prepare you for a time when you want to help your family out or you want to help your people out to be able to harvest for an important food.
Today, though, we don't have any salmon, everybody knows that. And it's kind of hard for us to give up our fishing. But we have to think about our young people coming too, and we're hoping that the fish come back.
Things are a little bit different now with First Fish Youth Camp. We're no longer fishing Chinook salmon. We're using alternative fishing now. We fished chum salmon last fall for the First Fish Youth Camp this year. We're using alternative methods for teaching our youth how to use salmon, which is a nutritional food source for our people. Teaching our youth about salmon and the kinds of important foods that we use is really important to pass on from one generation to another. It's a part of maintaining our culture, maintaining our lifestyle, our traditions. It's something that we don't want to lose.
What could we do? What give kids some hope, something? It's better day coming.
Łuk Cho Äna.
I think it's important to keep it's like part of our heritage, to keep it going throughout our generations, and for our elders to be able to help. Like, there's not a lot of time for people to do things, and when we schedule these camps, it gives elders and children time to be together, and for the elders to pass on their knowledge, and for the people like me that have been coming to these camps to also pass on my knowledge to the younger generations.
And people have been alive for a long time, and they've been surviving for a long time, and they've had great traditions, and after the gold rush it all started dying and going away, and these camps bring it back.
You'll remember the skills you learned, and then teach your children and your grandchildren and your friends.
Like, now I feel bad for the kids because they just get the fish already frozen. Half of the fun was actually going out on the boat and actually pulling up the net, taking the fish. But they still get the experience, but not the full experience.
First fish should stay like this forever. It shouldn't change at all.